What's going on, real lovers? It's your man Jay Immanuel back with another video. Yo, this one right here is one that I had to go ahead and knock out because first and foremost, let me give you a little bit of background. My girl Tatiana from the live show, my lovely co-host, sent me an email. It was like, yo, you should check out this Noel Jones engagement. We should talk about it on the live show. And I'm like, cool, man. Yo, let me check it out. She sent me the video. And I'm like, yo, we may not do it on the live show because we got all of the topics lined up. But yo, we're going to still dive into it. Then I get a comment on a video that I just put up from my girl Tasha from Major Change Group. Shout out to you. And she was like, yo, you should definitely do a reaction on Noel Jones. So I'm like, 2 in 1 day. I think it's time for me to cut this video, see what everybody's talking about. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to check out this video about Noel Jones getting engaged in his 70s. And yeah, let's figure it out, man. But first and foremost, let me give a huge shout out to Layla Lynn TV. I'm actually watching this video from her channel. So I'll have a link in the description so you guys can go and show her some love and support for the original video that I'm about to react to. Always got to give credit where it's due. I appreciate Tatiana for sending it over, and shout out to Layla Lynn for doing this video. And without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. Let's find out what's happening.
So on yesterday, Sunday, January 30th, Bishop Noel Jones, who is now 72 years old, proposed to his girlfriend of 28 years with a
72 years old, and he's been in this relationship for 20 plus years and hasn't married her. Can we all say red flags all over the place? But I'm gonna keep listening. I'm gonna reserve my judgment until we get a little bit more information about what's going on with my man Noel Jones.
ring from a Cracker Jack box. Now there's a lot wrong.
Stop. You're telling me a grown 72-year-old man, a pastor of a congregation who's been in a long-term relationship with a woman for 20 plus years, decided to propose with a Cracker Jack box ring? Y'all trolling, right? Y'all can't be serious. This video has to be a whole troll because I know this man didn't seriously break out the Cracker Jack box to finally get on one knee. I'm assuming. I don't know. Did he get on one knee? I mean, if you pulling rings out of Cracker Jack boxes, I'm pretty sure you probably not even getting down on one knee, because what woman, first of all, hold on, pause. What woman is accepting the Cracker Jack box ring? I mean, even after you went 20 years strong with this guy, are you really going to allow him to slip the Cracker Jack ring on your finger? We shall find out, man. I don't know. I hope not is what I was about to say, and I guess I just said it. Let's get back into this.
With the sentence I just said, but none of it is allegedly or inaccurate or anything like that.
Really?
Bishop Noel Jones just turned 72 years old, and he's been dating his girlfriend Loretta on and off for 28 years.
I'm sorry, Bishop. Is this how we behaving right now, Bishop? Is this the way we happen? This the way we doing it? This the way you decide to bring in 2022? You're like, yo, this is how I need to, come into this new year. Yo, that is some extra behavior right there. But yo, let's keep.
And they both appeared on the reality show Preachers of LA about 7 years ago. And their relationship was very controversial because of the fact that Loretta wanted to get married. And it seemed like Bishop Noel.
Of course she want to get married, bruv. Of course she want to get married. She been with you for 20 plus years. 20 plus years, shorty. Like, what is that man doing to make you stick around that long without getting a ring? Huh? Like, somebody explain that to me. I don't know much about their relationships. Like I told y'all in another video, I'm not big on the celebrity thing. But yo, when people send me these videos, I'm like, yo, let's check it out. Let's talk about it. But I definitely got to speak to my ladies, because that's what we do here, right? Right to Real Love is about helping women to better understand and interact with men so that you can eventually meet and date the type of men that you desire. So let's talk about this for a second. From the perspective of a woman, you have to value and care about yourself enough where you won't put up with that. Like, we all know that there is a such thing as being in a relationship with somebody too long before you're like, yo, this person is not serious about marriage. This person has no intention on marrying me. 20 years. Like, I mean, is that just kind of like you throw your hands up after a while and just be like, yo, I've been here this long, may as well just give him another 5 years, 10 years. All right, now it's been 20 plus years. Is that what's going on here? Or in all fairness, right? Maybe she's cool with it, right? I don't want to make the assumption that she mad about it, right? Because clearly if she stuck around for this long, it's not that upsetting to her, or it would seem. Definitely, I would assume as a woman, she wants to get married, but the fact that she has been cool with the situation for so long, I would have to say at some degree, she's accepted it. She's become okay with it. Maybe she's found some type of way to cope with this foolishness, if I can call it that, because I truly believe, yo, why are you with a woman for 20 plus years and you not marrying her? Especially to then, years later, now pop up and make a proposal with a Cracker Jack box ring. Like, come on, you kind of better off not even really doing it, right? Just stay common law married at that point. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Yo, this whole situation is crazy. I can't believe it's real. I'm probably going to look back and be like, yo, I reacted to this video and it was totally trolling, because this can't be real life right now. It can't be. I know Layla said in the video that this is not alleged, it's real. And it does appear from the video clip that, this was some type of live recording. Was it for that TV show? I don't know.
Jones was just stringing her along. And for a man that preaches the word of God to people to string a woman along like that just seemed wrong on so many levels.
That point right there, Layla hit it home right there. We know that there are men who have the tendency of stringing women along, right? We know that happens. That definitely happens. However, when you are a man of the cloth, you're a pastor, a bishop, whatever title that you slap on the front or end of your name, those letters, you got to acknowledge the fact that there's some accountability, some integrity, some honor that comes along with that title. And you would think that you will move in a way that is different from the common man, especially what would some consider a worldly man would be one that is stringing a woman along with no intentions of marrying her. But clearly, when people are okay with your behavior, they not really calling you to task. They not putting you in a position where you have to hold yourself accountable for your behavior. By all means, a person will do this comfortably. He's, I'm assuming, still been pastoring a church. It appears that he's on somebody's pulpit in this moment in this video right here. And all I can say is you got to hold yourself to a higher standard if you are a man of faith. And more importantly, if you are a man that is operating in a position of spiritual leadership, right? I mean, leadership is one thing, but now you're talking about spiritually leading people, when it seems like there are some things that you still need to work out within yourself. Like if you're not down with whole commitment or marriage, that's fine. That's your choice. I think you got to be upfront and honest with your congregation. I'm not saying that he hasn't. If he has, then by all means, I can understand why he rocking with it, they rocking with it, and everybody's comfortable with it. But if people are sitting in the congregations in the pews and they're like, yo, this don't even seem right, but they just not saying nothing about it, I think that that's kind of interesting. I can totally see why he's so comfortable with it, because when ain't nobody put you in check, ain't nobody told you that you got to hold yourself to a higher standard, you gonna rock out the way you rocking out. And it would appear that my man is riding this roller coaster all the way until the wheels fall off, as they say.
But now at 72, Bishop Noel Jones has decided to marry Loretta so that he does not have to grow old alone. He literally says in his proposal that you're about to watch that he's going to need someone to push his wheelchair soon.
For them last days.
And he also talks about all the freedom he's given up by marrying her. It really was a sad proposal, if y'all ask me. I try to keep my opinion to a minimum in these videos, but I have to tell you guys, this was a really sad proposal if you ask me. And y'all can watch and tell me what y'all think in the comments. But if you listen closely to the words coming out of his mouth, they actually sound insulting. And he literally pulls a ring out of a Cracker Jack box. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Y'all take a look.
Shout out to you, Layla Lynn TV. Y'all go share or some love. Go subscribe. Appreciate the video.
He said, Noel, you're going to wait a while until somebody going to have to deal with you.
Oh, man, y'all talking low? Come on, bro. Oh, my bad. It's me.
Because they won't be able to say, I can put up with him drooling, I can put up with him needing the wheelchair pushed.
Is he for real?
I can put up with him falling out the bed.
This a whole Sunday service. Like, what part of the service is this? Where he was just like, yo, we gonna pause, we gonna take a moment right here, and I'm gonna go off on a whole tangent about growing old, drooling, and being wheeled around in a wheelchair. This is the lead up to the proposal, y'all. Him drooling and being in a wheelchair. I please hope he don't say nothing about wearing Depends in a moment. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is nuts, G.
Because it wasn't always.
Look at his face. Like, he is trolling, bro. He's trolling. He ain't serious. He trolling. I'm being trolled right now in this moment, reacting to this video. Look, see, he's trolling me. He trolling us right now.
So I decided.
He decided, y'all. Oh man, yo, he is surely a bishop pastor. Like, yo, he is dragging these sentences on. I've decided. Let me check my clock. All right, my watch. I'm gonna let about 15, 20, 30 seconds go by before I drop the next line. All right.
That I'm gonna get married.
Y'all hear them cheers? Really? Bro, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta do this. I gotta make an executive decision in this moment. My man is talking way too slow. I promise you, I am the type of person that listens to things at the fastest speed. I was trying to endure for the sake of this reaction video, but I promise you, man, I can't do it. I think we got to 2x him really quickly, and I hope it's not too fast. If it is, I'll slow it down. But yo, my man talking too slow for me.
And when it was rumored some time ago that I was getting married, I remember saying to you that I've been with you for.
Yo, it's funny, at 2x my man is finally talking at a normal speed. Or maybe it's just normal to me. I apologize if it's too fast for y'all, but yo, bear with it for a moment, because I don't want this to go longer than it has to.
20-something years, then not 28 like it is now. It was about 24. No, it was about, yeah, it don't matter. But I told you that I wouldn't. We've held hands every Sunday.
Oh, here, let me turn him down.
Related to each other every
Maybe
Sunday.
he is a little bit too fast.
And I told you that I would not sneak off somewhere and get married and let you find out on the side. So I'm
Hold on. Like, why is he acting like sneaking off and getting married is like equivalent to him sneaking off and doing some other things that he don't want the congregation to find out? And I'm not inferring or saying that he's done that. It's just funny that the way he termed that, like, I don't want y'all thinking I just snuck off and got married. Well, I can get what he's saying. You don't want to sneak off and get married, but like the way he framed that, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It sounded like, oh man, like that's, how dare he sneak off and actually commit and get married to a woman long term? Oh man, God forbid.
telling you today. Security, I'm telling you today that I'm going to get married. Loretta, come up here, please.
Hold on. Y'all gotta explain to me why there's so many people going up with her. Didn't he say, Loretta, come on stage? Like, what's this? She need like 4 or 5 people to bring her up?
Now.
And they stayed on stage too. Hold on now. I hate to do this, but this is kind of reminiscent. If you ever been in one of the churches where people be falling out and stuff, it's like they getting ready. Like, she about to pass out. Like, he already let her know what's happening. Like, he took all the mystery and the intrigue out of it. He didn't wait to bring her on stage first and then give this, this long, drawn out speech and then say, hey, I'm about to get married. He already done announced it. He's announced it. He took all of the mystery, all of the intrigue, all of the surprise, all of those elements that you would typically expect to be a part of an engagement. It's like, yo, she ain't even get to have that full experience. And I'm pretty sure, let's be real, that if she had envisioned it and imagined it in her mind, like many women have and do, I'm sure it didn't look nothing like this. In front of the whole congregation, with him going on one of his random, verbose speeches, talking super duper slow that I had to speed the volume or speed the speed up and everything. But hey, that is what it is. Let's get back to it, man. This is funny. Look at him. He drawing it out, man.
I thought about, should I? I thought about, should I
Come
give up my
on. Get to it.
freedom coat for a straitjacket?
Wow. Wow. Did this man just say he thought about whether or not he should give up his freedom for a straight jacket? That's a part of your hold on, dog. I know I heard that wrong. I know I heard that wrong, G. Tell me he didn't just say that.
For a straitjacket.
Oh, hold on. I gotta take it back further. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm new to this. But I'm gonna be true to this real soon, though. Let's see. Hold on, man. I know this man did not just say.
I thought about, should I give up my freedom coat for a straitjacket?
Bruh, he said it. This man literally said he's giving up his freedom for a straight jacket. So clearly he doesn't have a positive perspective of marriage. He views this as himself being put into a straight jacket, and he's telling this to the woman in what is supposed to be his engagement speech, proposal speech. This has to be a troll. This has to be a troll. This can't be real. He too grown for this to be real. You gotta know better at 72. You gotta know better at 72.
I thought about, should I, at my age, get married to someone way younger than me?
Now stop acting like that's an issue. Everybody know older men ain't got no problem at all being with no younger woman. We done seen that time and time again. So I don't even know why he asked himself that question. He wouldn't be with a younger woman if he ain't like the way that feel.
I thought about, should I give up not having to answer to anybody? If I'm in Africa and I wanted to go to Europe, if I wanted to leave Europe and go to Asia, to Japan, I wouldn't have to call anybody.
Bro, you 72 and these are still the things that you think about? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I talk about, should I have somebody censoring who comes to my house?
So y'all peep, he's giving you an idea of how he perceives marriage. He perceives marriage first and foremost as a straitjacket. Secondly, he perceives it as he's not able to make decisions without having to get the quote unquote permission of his wife. He's not able to have people come over his house without her deciding who can come. I get it, but I'm just trying to figure out these are the biggest issues or problems that you have with marriage, is having to go see if your partner is okay with you flying internationally to different countries, that you have an issue with your partner being mindful of the people that you let into your home, one of the most intimate places that we have as individuals. Come on, man, this stuff is commonplace. Don't nobody want any and everybody coming to their house. And if you live with other people, it's just a courtesy to ask, hey, can I bring these people over? Why is that such an issue to keep a person from committing to a marriage? I'm really not understanding that, but hey, it could just be me.
I don't like him. She sure can't come. I thought about, should I have to give up my Ferrari, buy a station wagon?
Yo, what woman, if you had the ability to ride in a Ferrari, is gonna tell you to downgrade to a station wagon? If anything, she gonna be like, go get me one too. Come on, man. These reasons for him postponing this quote unquote inevitable proposal, these reasons are really dumb to me. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. You let me know yours.
And then when I looked at her, I said, well, should you have to push a wheelchair when I can't walk? Don't go so fast, slow down. Should you have to deal with an old man when you could have many suitors who are so young?
Kind of late to be asking that.
Should you have to be listening to a man who's intoxicated with the exuberance of his own verbosity?
Now that we can see already in this video alone. He nailed that one. He definitely nailed that one for sure.
And should you have to deal with somebody who is set in his...
My man said the exuberance of his own verbosity. The exuberance of his own verbosity. Yo, that's you. We call him in 4K saying that, yo.
ways. After I thought about all the shoulds.
And I almost missed that part. Thanks for the captions, though. Somebody set in their ways. That pretty much says, like he ain't changing. But I think she knows that. If I can put myself in a situation similar to theirs, if I'm them, right, for a moment, at this point, she got to know you ain't changing. She got to know who you are, what type of man you are, how you operate, how you think, how you move. Like, this can't be a surprise to this woman. I don't think any of this is a surprise to her. Even the lackluster, this is probably something he probably even thought of last minute, if I'm being completely honest. This doesn't seem like something that was prepared. I mean, you got people that put in a whole lot more effort that have way less resources than he does. This seems very, very contrived. It's just like, all right, man, I guess I'm about to get married. I do it during service, man. I don't know what point of the service this is. Maybe it was the start, maybe it was the end, maybe it was in the middle, but it's just like, yo, this is where, like, I mean, you could have took her out to dinner, anything. Like, why do this in front of the entire congregation? I guess it goes back to what he had mentioned earlier about not wanting them to think he did it on the sly and by surprise. But yo, it's an engagement. Why didn't you go through the proper engagement protocols, doing something that would actually fit what a woman would expect? Give her something for having waited this long, more so than just you doing the bare minimum to make her your wife. And by all means, I think this point definitely needs to be pointed out. Similar to what I said when we were talking about Devon Franklin and Megan Good. Just because people file for divorce don't mean that the divorce is going to happen. And it amazes me how people are just so quick to say they're divorced, they're divorced. Like, it ain't happened yet. They just file. Things can change. People's minds can change and it can be canceled. Now, we know if we are to look at things from the perspective of the likelihood of that happening, it's probably not that likely. Usually when people have come to that decision, they follow it all the way through. But similarly, just because you propose to a woman doesn't mean that you're going to marry her. So I'm waiting for the actual wedding video, and let's hope he does more than just take her down to the courthouse to make this thing official. Because if this proposal is any indication of what the wedding would be like, oh man, that's going to definitely be a video to react to if that actually happens. Because like I said, you can go through with an engagement, but it doesn't necessarily mean that a person is going to get married. That's what I would be really curious to see, is whether or not they actually get that far in the process. Engagement is one thing, marriage is a whole nother thing.
I decided that if I keep on thinking about should, then I won't get this thing done. So I need you to give me some help here.
He need help.
I gotta pull something out of it. I gotta give me a Cracker Jack ring.
Wow, my man said, I gotta pull something out of, I gotta get me a Cracker Jack ring up in here. Really? Really? Let's just stop for a moment, right? Let's think of our parents, our grandparents. How would you feel if they was telling you the story of how they got married and it involved your father or your grandfather pulling out a Cracker Jack box, opening it up, taking out a Cracker Jack box ring, and then proposing to your mother or grandmother with that ring? That's mad disrespectful. But we seeing it right here live in 4K. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. He too old for this, y'all. And that's no disrespect to the elders. Yo, she paused it and zoomed in. Shout out to Layla Lynn. Like, y'all did not miss that. It was definitely a literal Cracker Jack box.
So I got away from all the shoulds. Should I? Should you? And I've decided simply to say, will you?
Oh, hold on. Did y'all just see the flag on the play? Let me run that back. Did y'all see the flag on this play? Did y'all see the flag on the play? Tell me what's wrong with this.
And I've decided simply to say, will you?
Did y'all see the flag on the play? Hold on, man. Let me run it back. I'm gonna give y'all another chance. Did you see the flag on the play? I'm gonna pause it when we get to the flag.
Will you?
What other major usual suspect of an engagement is missing? Isn't he supposed to ask the woman? I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. Logically, and I'm all about looking at things logically. Logically, if a woman been with you for 20 plus years, the assumption is that she does want to marry you and she will say yes. But I mean, my goodness, my man didn't even think it was necessary to go through the motion of actually asking the woman if she would be his wife. The man just slid the ring on. Like, yo, this is happening because he wanted to happen. Once again, taking control of the situation. The woman doesn't have any choice. I wonder if we will even get to hear anything from her. I'm curious, like, come on, ladies, how would y'all feel if a brother just broke out, got on one knee, and put the ring on your finger without even asking you a question? Let's be real. Most women would be like, pause, pump the brakes, brother. Can I answer your question? If a question was even posed, in this case, it wasn't. It's just assumed, like, yo, you gonna get down with the program. Sliding this ring on, you gonna be my wife. Because he needs somebody to push that wheelchair and to wipe that drool off when he get a little bit older. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you ain't have to go grandiose or nothing, but at least show some type of effort towards this. And why are people applauding? Like, this is something lovely. This is something wonderful. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to know this is probably one of the most disappointing engagements. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say engagement. This is one of the most disappointing proposals you've ever seen. Y'all know if it was y'all being proposed to, and I'm speaking y'all as into the people in the crowd cheering at this moment. If it was them, I'm sure their standards is way higher than what she is accepting in this moment. And let's be real, if we can even go even further, most men would be willing to do more than what he just did. Not even because it's an obligation, but just because it's like, yo, bruh, this is one chance that you really get to exercise your creative abilities with asking this woman to be your wife. I mean, it's not because you got to do it or it's some obligation, but it's like, come on, man, at least put a little sauce on it. Show a little bit of your personality, but he is showing us a lot of his personality in this regard. So with that in mind, maybe this is his creative juices flowing.
Marry me.
Look, he was done with that hug quick too, boy. Look, she holding on. She didn't want it to end. Did y'all see this? My man dropped them hands off that hug so quick, boy. He like, all right, that's it. Go on now.
I'm getting married.
And look at them. They crowding around like it's some huge celebration. Like we just saw something so endearing occur. This is a whole sad travesty right here. And it's no disrespect to the woman that's being proposed to. I'm happy that this man is finally doing that and she's getting something that she's desired. But man, to all of my ladies listening, y'all not her age, y'all not his age, y'all are where y'all are right now. And I'm going to just say, don't accept this. And I know that's tough to say, but don't accept this. Get with a man that is not this into doing things his way, that he doesn't even take the time to appreciate you to the extent that he can get a little creative. You know, play to that fantasy that many women have about the day that they finally do get asked to be someone's wife. Right? There's nothing wrong with that, brothers. Nothing wrong with that. A lot wrong with this, though.
What did you say? Yes.
Oh, after the fact. Oh, what did you say? Bruh, you never asked. You never asked. She's like, yes. Is she going to get to say anything else?
Congratulations, Bishop. And is this Loretta? Amen. Come on.
Who is this? Wow, she's more excited than her and the man put together. Wow. She must be, that gotta be like her homegirl, like, girl, it's about time. She like, about time this man did this. I'm gonna see if she bring that same energy when she comes to hug him.
If I was Loretta, I could not have accepted a ring presented to me in that way.
See, Layla Lynn is saying it right there. There's one woman. I want to know what y'all think. Definitely get in the comments. Let me know. Would you accept this, ladies? Would y'all accept this?
Not out of a Cracker Jack box, because this is not a time for jokes. And I would not agree to a marriage with an older man who specifically told me he wants me to be his nurse in his old age. It would be
Hold on, let me slow it back down because Layla don't be talking as slow as Bishop. All right.
different if he was older than me, but he wasn't telling me he specifically wanted me to nurse him, but he's literally saying that he wants someone to push his wheelchair.
Right.
And so waiting over 20 years, if you actually...
All right, man, I'm gonna clip it because I think that's it. But yo, shout out to Layla Lynn TV. Definitely go subscribe, show her some love for the original video. And let's talk a minute. I know I've been here for what, a little over 30 minutes with y'all. I hope y'all still rocking with me, but let's talk about this for a second. Ladies, this is unacceptable. I'm gonna be honest, as a man, this is unacceptable. And you gotta know your man well enough to know whether or not he will pull some type of buffoonery, some foolishness like this. Ladies, if you think that this is acceptable, I need you to go back to the drawing board, sweetheart. Go back to the mirror and figure out what your true value is. You deserve more than this. I'm being honest. The woman here on your screen, she deserves way more than this. She deserves way more than that. Man, I can think about elders that I know. It would hurt my heart to see my mom's accepting some trash proposal like this. It will hurt my heart to see some of my aunties and some of the women that I know and have grown up with, some of my elders, if they were to finally get married and this is the proposal that those men came to the table with, that's a travesty. That's a shame. And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, he's 72 and he's too old for this. I know better. Y'all know better, I'm pretty sure. Ladies, this right here is a situation that I want you to learn from. If a man is this stuck in his ways, if he's this committed to doing things his way, that, let's be honest, he never talked about us. That to me is the biggest red flag right there when we want to talk about the long run relationships and marriage, especially. There's no us. Everything was should I? And then when he did turn the table to should you, it was all about whether or not she should do certain things that was going to benefit him, pushing his wheelchair around and stuff. Come on now. The man is only focused on himself. Why would you want to marry somebody like that? But that's for that individual to determine. For my ladies out there, I want you to hold yourself to a higher standard. Be with a man who, when he speaks of marriage, especially, that he speaks in terms of us. Not just you, not just him, but us. Y'all gonna be together. And when we're supposed to be here talking about people of the faith, right? What happened to that whole, two becoming one flesh? Moving and operating as one. Where's the oneness? Where's the us? Y'all moving as a unit. But we can see that this man clearly still has an individualistic mindset and way of going about things. That is definitely something that you want to be aware of, ladies. This type of nonchalant behavior, it can be cool. It's fine in some instances with a man. You don't necessarily need a man that's super emotional, super duper, all in his feelings or what have you. But you don't want a man that's super serious either, right? And I would say if his nonchalance carries over into the fact that he doesn't even know how to go the extra mile when it's necessary, where he's not even able to recognize the fact that a relationship and a marriage is about the us, the two people coming together and not just the two individuals. And definitely not focusing on how one individual, namely the woman, is going to be a benefit to the man. This is it's pure comedy. It's pure comedy. And I still think that I'm being trolled. This has to be trolling. I told y'all, I'm going to be on the lookout to see whether or not the wedding happens, if this is legit real. But let me know your thoughts. Would you put up with this? How would you feel if you were this woman? Do you think that this is totally fine? I don't know. You let me know. I gave y'all my thoughts. Let me give a shout out again to Layla Lynn TV. Link will be in the description. Appreciate you. Also want to give a huge shout out to Tatiana and my girl Tasha over at Major Change Group. The link will be in the description to her channel as well. I appreciate this. Hope y'all enjoy this little reaction. If y'all got other videos y'all want me to react to, want to hear my thoughts on it, definitely send it to me. You can DM me either on IG or you can send me an email over at righttoreallove.com/contact, or just put it in the chat in the YouTube comments. Either way, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed.